Imagine an entire city counting down the days, millions of hearts racing in unison, and one love story powerful enough to set the screen on fire. Welcome to News Stars Xian, where we take you inside the most thrilling moments in Asian entertainment. Today we're diving into the phenomenon that has over 1 million fans holding their breath. The upcoming historical drama that reunites Yang Zi and Li Xian in a romance destined to shake the world. Yang Zi and Li Xian's reunion on screen feels less like a casting decision and more like the fulfillment of a collective wish that fans across the world have been holding on to for years. Their previous collaboration left a mark so deep that it became more than just a drama. It was an emotional milestone for millions of viewers. Audiences in Los Angeles, Seoul, Tokyo, Paris, Bangkok, Singapore, and beyond remember the way their characters' connection seemed to breathe beyond the script, carrying a quiet authenticity that is rare in modern television. Now that energy returns in magnificent blossoms, but it does not simply revisit old magic, it evolves it. This time, their love story is set against the sweeping grandeur of the Tang Dynasty, a world of political unrest, cultural brilliance, and human ambition. Yang Zi steps into the role of He Wei Fong with a maturity and depth that speaks to the years both the actress and the character have lived since we last saw her. She is no longer just a woman navigating personal relationships. She is a leader, a visionary, someone whose love and loyalty are tested by forces far larger than herself. Opposite her, Li Xian's Jiang Chongyang is a man shaped by the shadows of his choices. He carries the weight of dual allegiances, knowing that every step toward protecting his people could be the step that costs him the person he loves most. What makes this reunion so compelling is not simply the chemistry, which remains undeniable, but the way both actors bring a new layer of lived experience to their roles. The passage of time has given them a richer emotional palette, and their performances promise to reflect not just the fire of youthful romance but the resilience, sacrifice, and bittersweet hope that come with love in an uncertain world. For fans, this is more than a continuation, it is a transformation. It invites us to witness what happens when two souls, once intertwined, meet again in a world determined to pull them apart. In that collision of fate and choice lies the heart of magnificent blossoms, and it is why audiences everywhere are counting down the days, not just to watch a drama, but to feel that rare electricity when storytelling and genuine human connection become one. Magnificent Blossoms unfolds in the luminous yet treacherous world of the Tang Dynasty, a period when beauty and danger existed side by side, and where the fate of individuals could be swept away by the tides of history. At its heart lies a story that blurs the lines between historical truth and the poetic pull of destiny, drawing the audience into a realm where personal dreams are in constant conflict with the weight of an empire. He Wei Fong, portrayed by Yang Zi, is a woman whose journey begins in the quiet dignity of her craft but soon transforms into a mission far greater than herself. What starts as a life devoted to art and healing becomes a crusade to protect the vulnerable, to use her intelligence and skill as weapons in a battle fought not on open fields but in the shadows of power. Her every decision is colored by the knowledge that in this world, compassion can be as dangerous as defiance. Opposite her stands Jiang Chongyang, brought to life by Li Xian with the intensity of a man who knows that every path before him is laced with peril. He navigates the razor-thin line between loyalty and deception, serving two masters while never fully belonging to either. To the outside world, he may appear as a loyal subject to Prince Ning, but beneath the surface, every move is calculated, every word measured, as he weaves a plan that could either save the realm or cost him everything. The tension between their lives is not just political, it is deeply personal. Every choice they make reverberates through their relationship, testing the limits of trust, endurance, and love itself. What makes this story so compelling is how effortlessly it weaves historical detail into the intimate struggles of its characters. The grandeur of the Tang court, the bustling markets, the intricate rituals, and the looming specter of rebellion create a stage where history feels alive and unyielding. Yet within this sweeping canvas, it is the smallest moments, a glance exchanged across a crowded hall, a silent promise in the midst of chaos, that carry the most weight. Magnificent Blossoms is not content to simply retell history. It asks what happens when two people, bound by destiny yet divided by circumstance, must navigate a world where the past, present, and future are all in constant collision. It is here, in the fragile space between duty and desire, that the story finds its beating heart. Even before its official release, Magnificent Blossoms has ignited a wave of online obsession, proving that some stories have the power to leap beyond the screen and take root in the imagination of millions. A handful of carefully chosen moments from early previews have already become cultural touchstones, each carrying an emotional weight that resonates across languages and borders. Among the most striking is the image of He Wei Fong, her hands trembling yet resolute, tearing her marriage contract in a gesture that speaks of both liberation and heartbreak. It is a single act, but one layered with years of suppressed emotion, the defiance of societal expectation, and the quiet agony of walking away from someone she cannot forget. That instant has been shared endlessly, transformed into fan art, animated sequences, and heartfelt essays about the courage it takes to reclaim one's own fate. Then there is the haunting vision of Jiang Chongyang, his once pristine white robe now drenched in blood, standing unyielding after a brutal ambush while protecting a vital supply route. In that moment, he is not the elusive political player or the man tangled in deception. He is simply a figure of raw endurance, driven by a promise no one else can see. The sight has sparked countless debates among viewers. Is this a moment of triumph, or a forewarning of the sacrifices to come? Perhaps the most unsettling of the early glimpses is the revelation of a trusted ally's betrayal. Lu Chong, once a figure of camaraderie, now emerges as a pawn in the games of greater powers, his loyalty sold to foreign interests. The twist has sent shockwaves through fan discussions, prompting theories, rewrites, and even spin-off stories that try to piece together the path from friendship to treachery. What binds these moments together is not just their visual impact, but the emotional echoes they leave behind. They are fragments of a larger story that promise love and loss, trust and deception, victory and devastation. In the hands of an ordinary production, such scenes might fade once the credits roll. But Magnificent Blossoms offer something different, moments so charged with humanity that they linger, replaying in the minds of viewers long after the screen goes dark. It is this ability to stir the heart and provoke thought that has already made the drama a living, breathing presence in the online world, long before its first full episode airs. This isn't just television, it's a work of art. From hand-forged armor hammered over 800 times to market sets inspired by Dunhuang murals, every detail is a love letter to history. Costume designers have recreated Tang Dynasty elegance without compromise, and directors have woven cultural traditions into the heart of the story. There's even a brand new cultural tour launching in Luoyang, where fans can walk through blooming peony gardens just like those in the drama, or take part in workshops to create armor inspired by Jiang Chongyang himself.
Behind the Scene Passion.
Yang Zi has delivered 3 emotional performances so raw they left the crew in tears, while Xian pushed himself through 18 takes of a grueling scene just to capture the perfect balance of pain and determination. Off-camera, the cast have been sharing messages with fans in multiple languages, Japanese, Korean, English, making sure every corner of the globe feels included in this journey. Why this matters to fans everywhere. This drama isn't only about romance, it's about resilience, honor, and the fight for what matters most. Viewers from the US to Indonesia, from France to the Philippines, will see pieces of their own stories in He Weifeng's courage and Jiang Chongyang's sacrifice. That's why anticipation has crossed borders, cultures, and languages. It's not just a Chinese story, it's a universal one. 1 million fans are already waiting. The only question is, will you be there when this love story explodes on screen?
If you want to be the first to catch every twist, every heartbreak, and every triumph, subscribe to New Star CN now.
Thank you for watching, and remember, the next great story could be just one episode away.